Good morning and welcome to the Daily Coin. My name is Rory. I have on the line Triple M, Mr. Markus Mueller out of Switzerland, and he has been working diligently on the Swiss Gold Initiative for the past several weeks, and he's been working with people like Claudio Grass over at Global Gold and Peter Boehringer out of Germany, who's one of the architects of the German gold repatriation movement. And he has a very quick update on how the vote is starting out. They're counting the vote today, and he's going to give us a brief explanation of how the vote actually works. So without any further ado, here we go. Hey Markus, this is Rory. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm doing all right.
Right.
I'm sorry to hear the results from that first canton there.
Yeah.
And you say that where you live is pretty reflective of how things are probably going to go.
Yes, we are the one canton that has normally the first results, and the first results are really very representative. So we're located in the center of Switzerland, and so we get influence from the east and the west, and normally we are really quite close to the final results.
Okay, well, that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit,
especially when I see that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, especially when I see that there's only 24%. So that's rather very low. But we'll see how it develops.
Yes. Tell me or explain to me, if you would please, how the voting actually works, because I'm still a little unclear as far as, do people go to polling stations? Do they vote from home over the internet? Can you vote on your smartphone? How does that exactly work?
Well, normally the voting starts about 6 to 7 weeks prior to the date. And with that, you get all the information by mail. You get the voting documents, and we have the system that you can vote by mail. So that means you have the paper with the question, and you have to write down yes or no. You put that in an envelope. This is closed, and you put that in a bigger envelope, and you sign your certificate that you're eligible to vote, and you send that back to the local community where they take everything together. And at the day, so today, they only count all the results, and they take the look if there's anybody who has not signed the documents, and so they separate the documents and the really voting papers, and then they open the voting papers starting at about 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock, depends on the canton, and they start counting. Okay. And usually that is quite fast, as we are very used to all this procedure.
Right.
And on the day, you really only have to, you only get about 5% of the votes. Those are those people that really go to the local community and cast their votes there. And 95% cast their vote prior to that date. And on the day, that's really only a counting.
What kind of percentage of the people will actually vote?
We will see. Normally, we have about 35% to 45% of the people that are voting.
Okay.
When we have high participation, it will go to 50%, but I have no numbers so far regarding how many people that really are voting.
Okay.
We expect rather higher. I expect more like 40 to 45% participation rate.
Yeah, it seems like that you guys have been doing just a really outstanding job of trying to get people educated and to combat the absolute wall of propaganda that you guys have been trying to beat down. I mean, it's from what we are seeing here in the States, I mean, it's been incredible. I can't imagine what it looks like up close.
Yeah. Well, you probably have seen that graphic that shows how many articles are published in the different media. And with one exception, all the media have only, they haven't balanced their opinion. They really said, well, most of the articles are very negative.
Yes,
So,
anti-gold.
Yes, anti-gold.
Which is...
But you really have to say that most of the people only boil down the question to one question. They say, well, when you cannot sell the gold, so there's no reserve, so that's strange, or that's not, well, we cannot understand. And with this point, this is probably the most important negative argument that has convinced many people.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to thank you all for tuning in. We will have another update on how the vote is going in about 2 hours, so please stay tuned. Thank you so much.